Hello, welcome to a new video. If you're new here, my name is Rocky. I am an actor and I make videos about theatre life, but also life in general. So today I am going to be talking through how I style my hair like this, and how I figured out that my straight hair, what I thought was straight, actually is wavy. A lot of the things I learned about the curly girl method, but the way I do it is slightly different. I don't have curly hair, like my hair's not, it doesn't really do corkscrews, and a lot of the things in the curly girl method are to prevent frizz, and my hair isn't naturally frizzy, it's naturally quite shiny and soft and limp. If it's going to do anything out of the ordinary, it would probably be dry, so it would get dry at the ends. It doesn't tend to frizz up. I'll quickly tell you a bit about my hair because this is unique to everyone. Your hair might behave very differently to mine, and my hair might behave very differently to someone else's who has wavy or curly hair. My hair is chemically dyed, which does add a bit of damage to it. However, I don't dye all of my hair. I only dye my roots and I only do it once. So the amount of damage that my hair has isn't very high. The reason I mention that is because damage and chemicals can affect the wave pattern and the curl pattern, but I have noticed that the more I've used silicone-free shampoo and conditioner and the more I've done this method, the more used to it my hair has got. I still use heat on my hair and I tend to swap between two hairstyles, so I'll either have it wavy like this or I'll curl it. I've always thought my hair was straight because most of my life it has been, and it's the kind of hair that I've always styled because it doesn't really dry very nicely. In my opinion, it's quite straight, but it's also got a bit of a wave at the back, and the back section has kind of scraggly waves. And so that in mind, I thought if I actually treated it as wavy hair, I wonder if the top would do what the bottom is doing. The hair you're currently looking at right now has been heat styled a little bit, just the top section, because I have worn a helmet and I've also slept on it, and I got rained on twice. So what I mean is, in terms of heat styling on this, all I've done is this top section, I've just put some waves in it, but the rest of it is still how it was from yesterday's styling, which I will show you now. Get ready for some weird shower clips. I always brush my hair before I get into the shower just because I think it washes better that way, the water drains out better, and I'm not encouraging knots and tangles. And when I'm in the shower, the first thing I do is use the Palmer's Coconut Oil Conditioning Shampoo. This is available in lots of places across the UK and it's not too expensive. The reason I use this is it is sulfate and paraben free, so it doesn't strip the hair of its natural moisture, but it does still give your hair a bit of a wash. And I just use this normally as I would any other shampoo. Then the next thing I do is I use the conditioner from the same brand, so again it's sulfate and paraben free, and I just put this in the bottom half of my hair, so I try not to put it on the roots. I don't want to put more conditioner and more product and more moisture in the top of my hair. Then I'll leave that in my hair while I finish my shower, and I'll rinse it out just before I get out. I've tried lots of different things at this point where I have brushed through the conditioner and then washed it out. I've also tried flipping my head upside down and washing the conditioner out that way so that my hair is away from my scalp, which is supposed to add volume. For me, this didn't work. It just set my hair in a really weird way, and then when I put it down, it just didn't work. I've also tried brushing it into a parting so that it lays close to how it will lay when it's dry. Again, does work, but wasn't ideal for me. So what I have done now is I will just wash it out as normal, and then I will put it in a normal towel. If you do have really curly hair or frizzy wavy hair, you might want to use a microfiber towel or an old t-shirt tied up on top of your head. I did try that with the towel and it just didn't really make a huge amount of difference for me, and I was more than happy doing it with a normal towel. When the towel's on, I go and get dressed, so it's probably just under 5 minutes that it's in a towel, taking out a bit of the moisture. Then I brush my hair through and I part the top section and put it in a little bun on top of my head. Then I brush through the bottom section, and I do like this sort of shake thing where I sort of shake my hair, which allows the sections of curl or wave to join each other. Then I take some gel, and the gel I use is the Curl Jelly, and I use quite a lot of this gel because it doesn't leave a nasty gel cast in your hair. With this gel I will first coat both sides of my hair, and then I will go in and start scrunching. I try and tilt my head to the side so that the hair is falling away from my scalp, just to add a bit of volume. Then I will take out the top section and I will brush it away from my scalp. For me, this helps create a bit of volume but allows it to dry in a way that works for me. and I will tip my head forwards and do the same thing. So applying the gel and then scrunching it. And I add quite a lot of gel, so I usually do 2 lots of gel for each section. At this point, if you can, I would recommend letting it air dry. However, I'm hugely impatient and I usually have been to the gym in the morning, have a shower, and then I'm going to work. So I tend to not have time to just leave my hair to air dry. So I will leave it to dry for as long as possible, and then I will go in with my hairdryer. I'm using a hairdryer with a diffuser on it, and the first thing I do is just go over all my hair without disrupting the waves. So I'm not scrunching them just yet, I'm just going over all the hair, trying to get most of the moisture out of my roots and any sections that are still quite wet. Then I will go in and gently put the hair in the diffuser and lift it up to my head. Then when my hair is as dry as possible, I will go and scrunch out the crunch. You can see here that my hair is very fixed in this position and that the gel is holding it in place. It's not got any spring to it, it's quite solid. But by scrunching out that crunch, you are bringing the flexibility back to your hair and getting rid of that gel cast. You can do this as long as you like until you get the result that you want, but a lot of the time I will, after scrunching it, go in and brush it. I think that the type of curls I have look better when they're brushed out. I don't think, for me, they look that great when they're quite crinkly and close together. I prefer to have the sort of wave and body in my hair after brushing them. And this is the finished result. It is the kind of thing that comes out slightly different every time, and it is dependent on whether you air dry it or whether you blow dry it, and how long you scrunch it for and how wet it is. So you can play with all of those different things. You can play with whether you flip your head upside down, whether you don't, whether you section it, whether you don't, how much gel you put in, and they all sort of change the outcome. So that's it. Let me know if you have any extra tips or thoughts in the comments below. If you did enjoy this video, please make sure to hit the subscribe button and the bell icon, and maybe the like button if you're feeling kind. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye bye.